He walked away from Pink Floyd, and it's probably the best thing he ever did. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. Alan Parsons got a job at Abbey Road Studios when he was just 19 years old, had a chance to work with the Beatles, Pink Floyd, and a lot of other artists. But before Wish You Were Here, Alan Parsons had to pull away. He had some producing to do, and also that little band called the Alan Parsons Project. Was it hard to turn down Pink Floyd for Wish You Were Here? Or was your vision you just had to do this Alan Parsons project? I mean,
it was a very difficult decision to make because it was a generous offer by Pink Floyd, and obviously high profile because of the success of Dark Side of the Moon. But it turned out to be the right decision. I started having hits almost immediately, having made the decision not to work with Pink Floyd. I had hits with Pilot, with Steve Harley, Cockney Rebel, and John Miles. Two number ones in the UK, two consecutive number ones in the UK.
Is there anyone in Pink Floyd that you meshed with the best? That somehow there's always one or two, right?
I had a little bit of an altercation with Roger Waters recently, who wasn't happy about me playing in Tel Aviv in Israel, because he's got issues with politics in the Middle East. David Gilmour was always supportive. He played on one of my albums. He played on one of my solo albums called A Valid Path. So he's always been friendly. And Nick showed up at a masterclass I was doing at Abbey Road, probably 2 or 3 years ago now. And he's coming here. He's coming to Santa Barbara, where I live, in a week or so. So I'm gonna look him up and ask for some tickets. He's out with a show I think that's called The Sorcerer of Secrets or something. Yes, like that. So he's still doing it, believe it or not, after all these years.
Is your day still filled with music? From how much of your day usually if you're going to just percentage wise? I mean, you obviously do other stuff, but is music so much part of your day?
Yeah, I mean, my musical career is a business, and it takes a fair amount of admin time in the office. Chasing people for money a lot of the time. Doing interviews, for new products, that takes a fair amount of time. I've been doing production work in the studio with Lenny Kravitz's drummer, whose name is Franklin Vanderbilt. Done an album with him, and just keeping the music alive is quite.
We'll have more from Alan Parsons coming up in the next 2-3 days. This series will also feature older clips from our first interview with Alan about a year ago, and clips from not the most used singer for Alan Parsons, that was Eric Wolfson, Alan Parsons' partner, but Lenny Zakatek, who sang a lot of their popular songs. We talked to him a couple of years ago, and we thought we'd fit some of those clips into this series. He's an amazing singer. That's coming up in the next few days. Make sure you support our channel. You can use the 2 Ps. One is Patreon. You get early access to our videos. Or if you just want to make a donation, there's a PayPal link in the description. Also in the description, links on how you can pick up the new Alan Parsons album, or how you can pick up the Alan Parsons Project box set of all their studio LPs. It's all in the links. Make sure you share our videos on social media. We'd appreciate that. It makes a huge difference. And remember, we read all the comments, like our video, and subscribe to our channel. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music.